Good morning, awesome family. Excuse me for my voice. Um, it's cracked, maybe like already 2 weeks. All I could do is hot tea and lemon, and it just hasn't gotten better. Waiting for Thanksgiving break where I'm not talking for at least a whole week. I would like to make this quick video on subtraction strategies. I haven't made a video because my students have been rock stars with math. I gave them an ice cream party on Friday because no one failed our last math test. Super proud of my kids. Sorry. Now in this new content, we're doing subtract, addition, and subtraction. Where did we hit a bump in the road? Okay, the bump in the road is regrouping. So I want to show you how I'm teaching them to regroup. And another strategy is compensation with zeros. That can only be done if the top number is in the thousands with zeros. But then they don't have to regroup. See, it's like a great trick. And on the test, they will have that number to subtract, but they don't have to regroup if they remember compensation. All right, so let me just show you what I'm doing, okay? So the first one is regrouping. I'm going to give them a number to subtract in the thousands. It could be in the hundreds. If it is, then there's only one box on the top needed that will be regrouped. But this is in the thousands, so we're going to use two boxes. We never put a box on the front. We never put a box in the back. You don't need it there. 1,000 apologies for my throat. 4 minus 5. You can't. I tell the children to put a little star here. This is where we start. But I have kiddos who want to say 5 minus 4. I'm like, no, no. The top number is the one in charge. So you have 4 ones. Somebody wants 5. You don't have enough. So you need to go next door and borrow. There's a 2 here. So if you take 1 away, this becomes a 1. The one you just borrowed, still in the air, I tell my kids, take it and put it in front of this number. What do you have now? What do you see now? Oh, I see I have 14 now. Yes, you took one of the tens, you regrouped it into the ones. Now you have 14. 14 minus 5. Now you have enough to give. Now you have 9. Now you only have 1, but they want 5. You don't have enough. You go next door and you borrow. He has 3. We're going to take 1 away from him, and now he becomes a 2. That 1 that I borrowed now goes to the one that needs it, right there. Now I'm at 11. So I have 11 minus 5. Okay, we have 6. I have 2. 2 minus 6. 2 is not enough. He needs 6. I only have 2. I'm going to go and borrow from my neighbor. He has 4. Now he has 3. I'm going to take that 1 I borrowed, put it in this box. Now I'm a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. We're done. Where am I seeing issues with my babies? Well, they forget to change the number that they're borrowing from. They forget to place the one they just borrowed in the box. So then you have kids who look at it and they're like, I still don't have enough. That's because the one they borrowed from the tens or the hundreds or the thousands, they're holding in the air. I'm like, put it in the box. But they're not putting it in the box. So as I send homework, just give it a quick glance, families, because if they have a misunderstanding on one of these steps and they repeat their misunderstanding, they're never going to get it. Never. Because they think they're right. Someone besides myself has to say stop. Where is your error? So this is where I tell my kids when they make a mistake. I do a pop quiz every day because they're having such a hard time with this. So I'm like, pop quiz. And then when they give it to me and it's wrong, I go back and find where you made your mistake. Where did you make the mistake? You borrowed, but you didn't change it. You borrowed, but you didn't use it. So please help me help them. Another strategy that I did teach yesterday, and this was last night's homework, was compensation with zeros. Okay, this is a lot of work. Okay, regrouping is a lot of work. You have to remember many steps. We already know my kiddos are having a problem. But if I give them a subtraction problem that has zeros in it, there is a rule that you can use, and that's called compensation with zeros, which means if I look at my 4,000 and I just subtract 1 from it, now I have 3,999. And I have to do the same to the bottom to make it equal for my answer. Because remember, we're borrowing 1 like we did here, right? 1,655 minus 1 is 1,654. Why did I say it like that? Because that's where a lot of my kiddos are making mistakes. Even with this, they know they have to subtract 1. They write subtract 1, and then they don't subtract 1. Kumbaya. Subtracted, it's right there. Now, instead of doing all of this, regrouping and borrowing, now just straight subtract without borrowing, without regrouping. 9 minus 4, 5. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 6, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. We're done. Don't you like that one? I love this trick. Compensation with zeros. They will, sorry, I'm here early and the lights go off. They will be seeing this on the test. They will be seeing this on the test. I will be giving another pop quiz today. There's no rest for the hardworking kiddos I have. So, apologies for the lights. Any questions, please let me know. I am begging you. Um, at this moment, I see I only have out of 18 students, 5 completely strong, no issues with regrouping, compensation, no issues. But that's a very small number out of 18. So I'm asking for your help. Please give them a subtraction problem that you know they'll have to regroup. Give them a subtraction problem with zeros on the top, straight up thousands, and tell them the teacher taught you a trick. Minus 1 on the top, minus 1 on the bottom. No regrouping. Just have them practice. Even if you just do 1 a day, that will make them get back on their toes before time for the test. We still have a lot to go. Word problems are next with regrouping. All right, thank you. Have a great day, family.